So last week we set a goal for you for clear, concise MVP directions, and I saw that with you in the classroom by hitting the voice expectation and the physical expectations. Like, this is what you're doing with your hands, and I saw you even like signaling to them to what to do. Thinking back to today when you ran that and hit both those notes, what was the impact that these actions had on the start of Harvard today?
I think it just made Harvard go a lot more smoothly than normal, of just being cognizant of very small things. Because I feel like Harvard, especially behavior-wise, it's not usually big things that they do. They're very small things, oh, I didn't tell you pencils down, so they're gonna fidget for the next 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So by just remembering naming you are silently passing these papers, and that's it, or your pens are down. I think it was just clear for them, and I 100 there was no room for error. If I'm you have one because your pen's not down, no, the direction was.
And I definitely saw that. I saw your on task today in class. It was insane. I was awesome. She's hitting it, and when she's not getting it, she's deducting for it. So that was our focus last week, and so this week our third goal is going to be on radar. What comes to mind when I say radar? What do you think exemplary radar entails? So what's the criteria for success? If someone asks you, what's the criteria for success for having a strong radar in class?
I think that starts with posture and scanning, ensuring that I'm not just looking in specific spots, but I'm getting a full glimpse of the whole room, and being able to catch those moments. And I feel one thing I've noticed is I'll scan, but I'm not catching students who look like they're doing something but aren't actually doing anything. So just being cognizant of there's a difference between just not hitting a voice right next to it but not actually working. And so just being cognizant of that I'm scanning to see work being done, and then as I'm circulating and doing the same thing, if that's not done, then I'm giving that on ramp or that deduction.
Okay, so what I heard you say, that one of the key criteria is your scanning, and you're absolutely right. There are, in fact, 4 different criteria, or I would say 5, that would fall into radar. And I'm actually, instead of naming them for you, I actually want to model them for you. And I'm going to go ahead and model them as if we are sitting in a classroom right now. And then as you're watching me, I want you to take note as to what you think exemplar radar, what the CFS for radar looks like. Got that? Do you know what you're, you're cool? Okay, cool. Great. Scholars, silently put your pencils down, track me. Jayla silently put her pencil down, is tracking me. Tanahi silently put her pencil down, is tracking me. Malcolm silently put his pencil down, is tracking me. Raven silently put her pencil down, is tracking me. Standing for 100%, and we are all there. So that was the first one. What did you pick out from?
Strong posture, neutral tone, MVP directions, and then narrating for each part of your directions before giving a direction.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more time for a different set. Team, you are silently passing these packets from the windowsill to the door when I say go. Go. Row 3 is moving silently and urgently. The last column is moving at swift speed. Papers are moving down in 5, 4, 3. All papers are out. 2, 1. What did you see in that time?
Using the different techniques when it comes to scanning, you did columns, as well as getting a full scope of what was going on and narrating in different parts of the room.
Okay, can you put all of those things together? What are the things that you just named that would, what's the criteria for success for radar based on what you just said?
Strong posture, teacher voice, full scan, and there's a word for utilizing the maneuvers, but I can't think of said words.
Okay, Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the said words for that. But you hit I think you hit like all of them. So the first thing was the perch. So where are you standing? Second is, as you started to say it, for your personal growth, were the deliberate scans, like making sure that you are hitting those spots. The be seen looking, yes, I did use columns.
That's the word
yeah.
for it. There we go.
And you also hit on me positively narrating students. And then the one up from that is, had I seen students not made it, I would have automatically corrected.
Yeah.
And so that being said, what would you think is the biggest gap between what you saw happen here and what I guess your biggest grow in this area?
I don't have a very strong being looking, and I think like by doing that and having kids like see that I'm actually looking will like push that on past, because they're like, oh, like they can physically see that I'm actually looking at every single person. I think that's like the biggest gap.
Cool. And so I would say that I would agree with you on that. Right now, so for example, when you launched into the do now, I believe that your goal was for students to immediately and silently be diving into their independent practice within 3 seconds of the directions. There were 7 students missing a minute into that point, and I think the deliberate scans and the narrating with it would have helped push you there. I'm going to stop recording this because they are